नमस्कार. प्रुडंट मीडियाच्या हॅलो करिअर या कार्यावळीत तुमचे सगळ्यांचे स्वागत. असे म्हणतात की बोलणाऱ्याची मातीही विकली जाते आणि न बोलणाऱ्याचं सोनंही विकलं जात नाही. आणि म्हणून तुमच्याकडे जे की आसा ताजे मार्केट करप त्यांच्याबद्दल उलोवप हे खूप महत्वाचे आसा. आणि हाजो विषय आसा करिअर इन एडवर्टायझिंग. आणि आमच्या भितर आसात ह्या विषयी मार्गदर्शन करपाक केदार दुमे सर. स्वागत तुमच्या ह्या कार्यावळीत.
थँक्यू
सर. एडवर्टायझिंग हे क्षेत्र जे बद्दल आम्ही म्हटल्या प्रमाणे ते पयलीं आसले. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे जे कितें आसा ते कितले बरें आसा हे लोकां मेरेन सांगप म्हणजे एडवर्टायझिंग हे पयलीं आशिल्लें. पण पयलीं ताचें स्वरूप खूप लिमिटेड आसा अशें म्हाका दिसता. म्हणजे आमी फक्त एडवर्टायझिंग म्हटल्या उपरांत एक पेपरार पळयताली किंवा खंय तरी आमकां ल्हानसो एक बॅनर दिसतालो की हे प्रोडक्ट आसा. आयज हे एडवर्टायझिंगचें क्षेत्र जें आसा ताचें स्वरूप कशें वाडलां.
सेइंग इन इंग्लिश, विंकिंग एट अ गर्ल इन द डार्क, ओनली यू नो वॉट यू आर डुईंग, नोबडी एल्स डज. कांय काळ समज समोर चली आसा आनी चलयेक दोळो मारलो, चलयेक कळचा तर दोळो मारलो, तुकाच कळटा तुवें दोळो मारलो
आनी तुका उपयोगूय जायना.
सो बेसिकली तुवें आपल्या तकलेचेर फोकस घालपाक जाय आनी तूं कितें करता तें लोकां पर्यंत वचपाक जाय. सो बेसिकली दॅट इज वेर द रोल ऑफ एडवर्टायझिंग एजन्सी कम्स. सो पयलीं कितें जातालें जनरली तुका प्रोडक्ट समज एडवर्टायजमेंट करपाक आसलो, तुजी कसली सर्वीस एडवर्टायजमेंट करपाक जाय आसली, तूं न्यूजपेपरान वतालो, तांच्या ऑफिसान तांकां सांगतालो एड तयार कर, ते तयार करताले आनी घालताले. बट टुडे दर आर प्रोफेशनल्स हू हॅव कम इन द पिक्चर. सो द एंटायर तुजी केस स्टडी घेता. बेसिकली तुजो प्रोडक्ट कसलो, तुजो हाय पॉयंट्स कसले, तुजे वीक पॉयंट्स कसले, तुजो जो ऑपोजीट सायड ब्रँड आसा ताजे स्ट्रॉंग पॉयंट्स कितले, ताजे वीक पॉयंट खंयचे, हें सगळं पयलीं रिसर्च जाता. टेक युअर व्ह्यूज ऑल्सो, व्ह्यूज ऑफ युअर कॉम्पिटिटर्स ऑल्सो. रिसर्च करतकच मागीर ऑफकोर्स तुजें बजेटूय कितलें आहा तें आमी विचारता. बेस्ड ऑन दॅट आमचे एजन्सीन स्टाफ आसता. देर आर प्रोफेशनल्स, आर्ट डायरेक्टर्स आसता, देर आर कॉपरेटर आसता, अकाउंट एक्झिक्युटीव आसता. So they all sit together. We call it a brainstorming.
हो एक एडवर्टायझिंग तयार करपाचो प्रोसेस
सांगता तुमकां. Basically there's a brainstorming session which happens, and in that brainstorming session we realize what is the strong point of this product which has to be highlighted. ताका आमी USP म्हणटा. USP means unique selling point. This USP is taken up and the advertisement campaign is built around this USP.
Okay.
So sometimes the तुज्या प्रोडक्टान कांयच नवें नासतलें जे बाकीच्यान आसा. Then we have to really break our head and find out बाबा कितें करुया हांचें. तुका ऑल इंडिया एग्जाम्पल दिवपाक जाय जाल्यार सम इयर्स बॅक एवरी टूथपेस्ट वॉज मोर लेस सेम. तातूंत स्पेशल कांय नासलें. एवरी टूथपेस्ट हॅड क्लोव ऑयल. बट प्रॉमिस टूथपेस्ट केम आउट विथ campaigns and we have clove oil. And people started believing that clove oil is very good for teeth. But actually, and they started highlighting it so nicely that the product started selling. But the fact of that all products, all toothpaste had clove oil. But nobody highlighted that. So basically you have to find a unique selling point and based on that point you do your advertising.
म्हणजे तुमच्या प्रोडक्टान कितें आसा आणि लोकांक कितें मानवतलें किंवा लोकांक कितें तरी तेजे तकले हॅमर जातलें हाचो विचार खूब बारकायेन करचो पडटा.
एब्सोल्युटली. हाजेरूच तो कॅम्पेन सुरू जाता. आतां पयलीं कितें जातालें एक न्यूजपेपरान एड दिली, यू आर हॅपी. टुडे यू आर बॉम्बार्डेड विथ एडवर्टायजमेंट एवरीवेर. तूं घरांतल्यान भायर सरलो जाल्यार तुका पयलीं एडवर्टायज होर्डिंग दिसताले, पोस्टर दिसताले, न्यूजपेपर दिसतलो, बसाचेर एडवर्टायजमेंट दिसतली. सो युअर मायंड इज डिस्ट्रॅक्टेड. सो विथ लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस हाव बेस्ट टू get the attention of the consumer to your product is the role of an advertising agency.
Okay.
So now today we have basically after the creative design is done, then there's a media plan which comes in place. Now in which media you will advertise? As newspaper advertisement is there.
आताच तुमकां म्हाका विचारपाक जाय आशिल्लें की पयलींचे फक्त एकूच आमकां दिसतालें आनी खंय तरी टीव्ही सारको दुळमी आशिल्लो. सो पेपर
was the main thing. Correct.
आज मीडिया कितलो बदलला. टुडे माध्यमां कितली आसा एडवर्टायझिंगची.
Print media still is the best and the cheapest media. In print media you have newspaper and you have magazines. Then you have outdoors. Outdoors means hoardings. Hoardings is very popular in India, especially in Goa, because literacy level is very high in Goa. So everybody knows to read and write. So hoardings is a very popular media in Goa. After that you go into of course hoardings. You have hoardings on today on buses also. Plus you have mobile hoardings. So you have newspapers, you have hoardings, you have radio. Today radio, because of private FM channels, radio has started growing as a big industry. And radio is comparatively a cheap media to advertise. Then there is television. You have local TV channels, you have national TV channels. So television is another area where you can capture the imagination of the consumer fast. His attention is there. And now the biggest thing what is growing is digital media. Digital media is comparatively very cheap. and you can focus on your consumer. A lot of advertising does not go waste. Okay, you can target your audience in digital media. So these are the new areas of advertising which are growing. Now in Goa, it is still print media which is dominating, because everybody reads newspaper in Goa. Being, as I said, literacy level is very high. So त्या खातीर लोक न्यूजपेपर खूब जाण वाचता. सो न्यूजपेपरा वयल्यान तुजी मेसेज पावता, होर्डिंगा वयल्यान मेसेज पावता. So गोंयान तुका in limited resources you can get your product message across. And it is not just newspaper advertising for products of which you manufacture. It can be even for events, for hotels. Any industry has to today advertise. If you don't advertise, you don't sell.
म्हणजे एखाद्या वेळी एखादो प्रोडक्ट सेल करपाक इव्हेंट सुद्धा करतात.
हय हय हय. ताका आतां आमी रोड शो म्हणटा. आमी ताका रोड आसा आमी आतां एडवर्टायझिंग करता फॉर से गोवा टुरिझम. वी ऑर्गनायज रोड शोज फॉर देम अब्रॉड. रोड शो म्हणजे कितें? बेसिकली वी इन्वायट ट्रेड for one evening. You invite media of that place. Say in London you go, you invite the media of that place. You invite the travel trade. You show a film on Goa. You give a presentation on Goa. You talk about Goa as a destination. Then there's a question and session. Then also that entire hall is decorated as if you are in Goa with lot of artifacts and plus we get professional dancers we carry from Goa to perform at the venue. Then the cuisine also is from Goa. Okay. Most of the best food of Goa thayami tanga dita. So basically the entire environment is Goa, and you sell Goa as a destination. Okay. So basically your question was about events. And today event is very popular. And events today are not only you have an audience watching the event in the hall, and that entire event today is also telecasted. May not be live, post event, where the company gets lot of mileage in terms of branding.
And it's परिणाम चड म्हाका दिसता आसतात ताजो.
See, event advertising is also very expensive. You organize an event like you have Filmfare Awards, you have Femina Awards. The cost goes in crores. Okay. Just for the information, at Filmfare Awards you have an actor or actress performing. A top actor today to perform at 2 songs at Filmfare Award will charge nothing like 1 crore rupees. Okay. So the product which gets associated as a presenting sponsor also has to bring out a lot of money, but then it is required because if you don't spend, you don't. I mean, people are. Absolutely.
Sir, आम्ही जेन्ना बाकीचे क्षेत्रां पळयतात म्हणजे करियर इन कॉमर्स जावं आनी खंयचे जावं ताका एक फॉर्मल एज्युकेशन आसा. ताका एक ठरावीक पद्दत आसा की ही शिक्षणाची डिग्री घेतल्या उपरांत तुमी तातूंत करियर करतात. तशी एडवर्टायझिंग क्षेत्रांत अशे प्रकारची फॉर्मल एज्युकेशन आसा, उपलब्ध आसा?
बेसिकली गोंयान कितें जाता, गोंयान इन्स्टिट्यूट आसा गोवा कॉलेज ऑफ फायन आर्ट. दॅट इज द बेस्ट इन्स्टिट्यूट इन गोवा बिकॉज यू गेट अ डिग्री इन फायन आर्ट. एंड आय पास्ड आउट 91. इट वॉज बेसिकली 10 जातकच 5 year डिग्री कोर्स. आतां ते 12 जातकच 4 वर्सां केलें. इट इज द सेम थिंग. फायनली यू गेट अ युनिवर्सिटी, गोवा युनिवर्सिटी डिग्री. आमच्या आर्ट कॉलेजीन कितें आसता, देर आर 2 स्पेशलायज्ड फील्ड. वन इज एप्लायड आर्ट, कम्युनिकेशन और एडवर्टायझिंग. Or one is painting. You do pure art, painting, portraiture, sculpture. So you basically, I did in applied art, which is called advertising or communication design. You specialize in 3 years now, earlier 4 years. So you specialize in advertising. But once you go into 3rd, 4th year, 5th year, you have to choose further specialization. So you can specialize in audiovisual, you can specialize in still photography, you can specialize in illustration, drawings, you can specialize in copywriting, writing copy for advertisement. So basically, it's a structured program at the Goa College of Art. In Bombay, you have JJ School of Art, which is very famous.
म्हाका व्हडले व्हडले आमचे एक्टर आणि हे जे सगळे आसात
खुबशे JJ स्कुलांतल्यान फायन आर्टची डिग्री घेवन दे हॅव गॉट इन टू अदर प्रोफेशन. आतां कितें आसता बेसिकली तुवें आर्ट कॉलेज केलें, यू डीड युअर एडवर्टायझिंग कोर्स. इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दॅट यू जॉयन एडवर्टायझिंग एजन्सी और यू बिकम अ आर्टिस्ट. यू कॅन गेट इन टू डिफरंट फिल्ड्स. यू कॅन गेट इन टू जर्नलिझम.
तो एक तर तुमी सांगलें की हे फायन आर्ट्स मेरेन आसा, पण अशें कितें इन्स्टिट्यूशन आसा, कारण फायन आर्ट्स कितें एडवर्टायझिंग ह्या क्षेत्रा खातीर ट्रेन करपाचें इन्स्टिट्यूशन न्ही, तर अशें खंयचें इन्स्टिट्यूशन आसा जे प्युअरली एडवर्टायझिंगाचें शिक्षण दितात?
ना सी, गोवा कॉलेज ऑफ फायन आर्ट इज स्पेशलायज्ड फॉर एडवर्टायझिंग इफ यू ऑप्ट फॉर एप्लायड आर्ट कोर्स.
हय, न्ही पण ताच्या व्यतिरिक्त अशें काय
आता टुडे एडवर्टायझिंग टुडे हॅज ग्रोन सो हाय that at IITs also there are 2 courses which are postgraduate courses. After you do fine art or you do architecture, you can get into these courses. It's a competitive exam. It's called Master of Design, and Master of, second course is called Master of Visual Communication. Okay. So you can get into these courses after you do your fine art course. You can get into
म्हणजे त्या कोर्सांनी जर ऍडमिशन घेवपाक जाल्यार फायन आर्ट्सची तुमच्याकडे डिग्री आसचीच पडटा.
one of the degrees. You can either have degree in architecture or degree in engineering or degree in fine art.
Okay, okay.
But today, having a degree or having formal education is important. Is very very पहिले ते गरज नसली. You had aptitude to drawing बरे करता.
म्हणजे आज ऍडव्हर्टायझिंग क्षेत्रांत जर येवपाक जाल्यार फॉर्मल एज्युकेशन
it helps your confidence level.
कशा पद्धती?
Basically, your confidence level grows up. You know the basics of design, color, how to structure an advertisement, how to work on a media plan, which are the new medias which are growing. You have to also study. Say you are doing a media plan. खंयच्या रिजनान खंयचो पेपर इज पॉप्युलर. तुका समज एड बॉम्बे घालपाक जाय. You can't put ad in all 100 papers of Bombay. You have to study which are the leading papers there. If you are putting an advertisement in Goa, तुका limited budget. You can't put in all the 10 papers of Goa. You have to study which paper has got circulation, which paper has got viewership, which paper has got that brand image for your advertisement to go. So this study, all these basics, you learn in art college.
Okay.
You also learn how to structure an ad, how to write copy, how to plan the design. म्हणजे एक समज कॅम्पेन चालना जाल्यार what are the steps, corrective steps you take to set up a new campaign immediately. आता you will see a lot of political advertising happening in.
म्हणजे याचो अर्थ ऍडव्हर्टायझिंग फक्त क्रिएटिव्हिटी ना, भितर रिसर्च
market research is very 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 important. That is lacking in Goa, but at least you have to have common sense. खंयची ऍडव्हर्टायजमेंट चलतली.
जे समजा एखाद्या भुरग्या ऍडव्हर्टायझिंग क्षेत्रांत येवपाचें आसा, ताणें तो त्या कलेची आवड आसा म्हणून ताणें हाका ऍडमिशन घेतलें फायन आर्ट्साक. तरी सुद्धा अशें ऍडव्हर्टायझिंग क्षेत्रांत सामकें जर येवपाक जाय जाल्यार त्या कडेन कसले क्वॉलिटीज आसच्यो पडटले.
बेसिकली यू मस्ट बी वेल रेड. Reading is very very important. See, basically
ते खूप लॅक करतात.
लायक आमचे स्टुडंट पयलीं कितें आसतालें फक्त स्केचिंग घेवन बसत आनी ड्रॉइंग बरें काडलें म्हणून यू डोंट बिकम अ सक्सेसफूल एडवर्टायझिंग प्रोफेशनल. रिडींग इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट.
रिडींग कशें हेल्प करता?
बेसिकली युअर मायंड हॅज टू डेव्हलप. युअर मायंड थिंकिंग प्रोसेस हॅज टू डेव्हलप. आता बेसिकली रायटिंग कॉपी इज सो व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट अँड यू कॅन रायट गुड कॉपी इफ यू हॅव कंट्रोल मास्टरी ओवर युअर लँग्वेज. इफ यू आर गुड एट combining two languages together. Coca-Cola was some years back was the official sponsor for World Cup cricket. And they were highlighting very boldly official drink of the World Cup. They are त्यांचा rival Pepsi. They were losing out because they did not get the status of a sponsor. So their copywriter came in with a line, drink Pepsi, nothing official about it. Now that campaign became more successful than the Coke campaign, which said we are the official drink. But people started appreciating nothing official about it, and so that picked up. That way, in Amul is a very big, good example of how advertising is very successful to promote a brand. Amul today, the product is good, but the advertising is so powerful that today everybody knows Amul.
म्हणजे अमूलची ऍडव्हर्टायझमेंट कशी असतली याची उत्सुकता.
बेसिक हय तांच्यांनी एक नवे स्टायल एडॉप्ट केले तांचे टॉपिकल एडवर्टायझिंग सुरू केलें. टॉपिकल एडवर्टायझिंग कसलो इव्हेंट जालो ते इव्हेंटाची बेस घेवपाची आनी ताजे वयल्यान एडवर्टायजमेंट डेव्हलप करपाचो. सो दॅट इज वन बीग स्पेशलिटी वीच अमूल टूक अँड दॅट तांचे एडवर्टायजमेंट पीपल इज टू वेट खंयचो इव्हेंट ते पिकअप करतले आनी कसो एड तयार करतले. टुडे बट द ट्रेंड इज टुडे getting a brand ambassador for advertising. Today most of the companies want shortcuts for growth. They want to engage a brand ambassador and on his or her popularity want to promote their brand, which is good. Like Sachin does advertising, Amir Khan does advertising, Shah Rukh Khan does advertising. But हातून कितें जाता, the personality of the brand ambassador is so high that the brand is lost. If the brand is weak,